Channel, Mariah DeVita here, and today I have a tutorial using mainly, I focused the look around MAC's 3D Lavender Glitter. I also have 3D Gold and Mint, so if you guys want to see a series maybe on those glitters, then I can do that for you guys. But yeah, I really wanted to do a tutorial today and I wanted to use my glitter. I have another look on my channel where I pretty much do not the same thing, but like I use the line, like the glitter as a liner, and then I do a lilac lips. But these are more like pinky. It looks lilac in my viewfinder, but it's really pinky in person. And I show another lip, which is MAC's Touch of Earth. The lip I'm wearing right now is actually MAC's Touch of Earth mixed with Colorpop's Koala. So, I mean, yeah, this is really dramatic. I love dramatic looks, and I wear dramatic looks all the time pretty much. That's just my taste. I like it. I know a lot of people like to do natural looks and yada yada, and I do natural looks. I really do. I've toned down since I've started working at MAC. Like, I've learned a lot more and grown a lot more. So I do natural looks, but I prefer to do dramatic looks. So on my channel, you know, if you guys do request natural looks, I'll do them for you, of course. But when I come up with something creative, it's mainly dramatic. But yeah, that's kind of off topic. Anyways, this is a dramatic look. You can wear this to a party. You can wear this, well, I was gonna say you could wear this to like a wedding, like a traditional, maybe like Indian or is it Arabic wedding makeup, because they do like really dramatic makeup. Just kind of, you'd have to do more of a cat liner. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. There's glitter. I love glitter. Glitter actually is what helps my body run. Yep. I don't have blood, I have glitter. But yeah, if you would like to see how I created this look, what tools and products I use, then please continue to keep on watching. And another bonus video is that I show you how to do wing liner. The way I do wing liner, honestly, to me, it's pretty simple, pretty foolproof. So stay tuned for that as well. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video, you guys. Bye.
Starting off with a fresh face, I'm applying Becca's Pore Refining Primer. This is going to help mattify my skin and control the oils throughout the day, and also help the longevity of my face makeup. Next, I'm going in with MAC's Pepper Prime Highlighter Pen in Peach Luster. Peach and orange correctors help cancel out the dark bluish and purplish undertones that you might have underneath your eyes for dark circles or dark marks for blemishes. Like, I'm covering up both underneath my eyes, around my mouth, and the blemishes that I have on my forehead. After placing down my corrector and blending it out, I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is Estee Lauder's Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I love this foundation. I haven't used it in a while, but it is an amazing foundation. It's lightweight but full coverage. I'm taking a buffer brush and I'm just patting it to even out the application. And then I'm going to go in with small circular motions to buff the product out into my skin, leaving me with a fresh and even flawless finish. After laying down my foundation, I'm going to go in with my concealer. I just use a shade lighter than my foundation in NC45. It is MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I love this concealer. I place this under my eyes to highlight, around my brows before I put my eyebrows on, my forehead, at the tops of my cheeks, my cupid's bow, my chin, just to highlight those areas, buff it out. And I'm going to set my concealer with Ben Nye Banana Powder. I'm using the baking method. And then I set my entire face of foundation with MAC Studio Fix Powder in NC55. I lightly dust this onto my skin. I pat it in to add more coverage, and then I buff it out. I've already done my brows. I've used Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony to fill them in. Now I am going in with a concealer brush and Urban Decay Primer Potion. And this is going to help the longevity of my shadows. I love this primer because my eyelids are very oily, and this is the primer that I always go back to. It just helps my eyelids from creasing, and it helps my eyelids from creasing. It helps my eyeshadow from creasing, and it helps the longevity and the pigmentation of my shadows as well. Now I'm going to go in as per usual with MAC's Saddle eyeshadow. I always use this shadow as my transition color. It's great for my complexion, so if you are in between NC 45 to 55, this is a great transitional shade to use for your eyeshadows. Whichever your complexion may be, you can use whatever transition shadow that suits your complexion. But this is mine. I'm going in with my 217, and as usual, you guys know the drill, windshield wiper motions back and forth, buffing it out. Putting down a transitional color helps blend out the other shadows you place on top and gives it more of a seamless look. Then taking the exact same brush, not wiping anything off, I'm just going to go in to my Coastal Scents Creative Me 1 palette. This is the first Creative Me palette that Coastal Scents came out with, like literally like maybe like 3 years ago, and I still have it. And it looks barely touched, but I love this palette. I love the colors that come in it. This purple shade I'm going to put right on top of the transition color. I'm going to pat it down, and then I'm going to buff it out. If you have Makeup Forever's 92, use that because that will be a lot more pigmented, and this is pretty much like a dupe for that shade because I do not have Makeup Forever 92, although I probably should. So I'm just going to pack it on and blend it out until I get my desired intensity. Then I'm going to use Makeup Forever's 15 Artistry palette. It came out around the holidays. And I'm going to take that purple eyeshadow. It has a little bit of a shimmer, but it's not too much where I can't place it in my crease. I'm just going to pop that, concentrating it in my natural crease and kind of intensifying the purple that I placed down before. And again, as per usual, you guys, windshield wiper motions back and forth. This is going to help add dimension and more intensity to that purple pigment. Then, taking the exact same palette again, I'm going to go in with a more precise brush, or more pointed blending brush. And I'm going to use that black eyeshadow from the palette. And I'm going to pop that on the outer V of my eyelids. Adding the black adds depth. And then yet again, I'm going to go in with the palette, and I'm going to use MAC's 239 flat shader brush, and I'm just going to use that color right there. It looks white in the viewfinder or on camera, but it's actually lilac. It's a dual chrome. So if you have, I don't know, MAC's Beautiful Iris, it's going to give you the same effect. This is just a good placement color to put down and lay down before I pop the glitter on top. Now I'm just applying MAC's Fascinating Eye Kohl pencil to my waterline, and then underneath my lash line, I'm going to take a small detailed fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the same purple that I used from the Creative Me palette and pop it underneath my lash line. I find using white liner in my waterline and then placing like a nice bright color underneath it makes the look pop even more. Then I'm going to take 3D Lavender Glitter from MAC and an eye transforming gel. The eye transforming gel that I'm using to place my glitter is from my school's kits. But if you can pretty much use anything else, like you can use Lit Cosmetics, glitter adhesive, or even clear eyelash glue. But this is what I'm using. So now, this is going to be the eyeliner part of the tutorial. I'm taking a thinner liner brush that I got from Lit Cosmetics, and I'm loading it up with Inglot gel eyeliner in 77. Using small strokes, I'm going to start from the middle of my iris and work my way, again, using small strokes to create a line to go outwards. I always start from the middle of my eye when I'm doing my eyeliner. It just works for me. And I always use small strokes to get it to where I need it to be. Then I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to make a flick, again using small strokes. And I'm flicking this angle out. And then from when I get to the tip, I drag it back in. Then I connect the line that I made from my middle iris to my outer, and then the flick that I made from my outer back, dragging it in, if that makes sense. And then once I get the shape of my wing, how I like it, I go back into the inner corner of my eye and connect everything together. The key when you're doing eyeliner, whether you're using a gel like me, a liquid, or even a pencil, is small strokes. You want to get as close to your lash line as possible and be gentle. You don't want to drag the liner across your lash line because then it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be messy. Just work at it slowly and you'll get there. It took me a while to perfect my wing eyeliner, but it's not always perfect, but I think I do a pretty decent job. So that's what I like to do. I start from the middle of my iris, work my way out. I create my flick and catch eye shape from the corner of my eye. I drag that point back in to meet with my first line, and then I go ahead and finish it off by doing my inner. And then once I get the shape of everything, I smooth it out. Especially when you're using glitter on your lids, you really have to be a little bit more precise when you're doing your liner because it can get a little bit gritty. So go over it however many times you need to until you get your desired look. Now, after my liner is done, I've applied some mascara and now I'm just highlighting my face. I'm using MAC's Golden Bronze Iridescent Powder, and on top, I pop Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter in So Hollywood. Then for my lips, for my lashes, I'm using PAIGE lashes from Flutter Lashes, Their Life. Now for my lips, I'm going to apply Colorpop's liquid lipstick in Koala. It's just like a light purplish pink. And I mix it with MAC's mineralized lipstick in Touch of Earth to kind of lighten it and tone it down a bit. For this look, I give you guys two options. I do the light pink lip and then I just do Touch of Earth. But you can do whatever you feel. So there you have it, you guys. That is the final look. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like to see a series on the other 3D MAC glitters or just glitter in general, leave a comment down below and thumbs up this video. And whatever else kind of tutorials you guys like to see, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.